KSJE and the Farmington Public Library present Cuentos Hahne and Tales.
Hello, my name is Annie Hamblin. I'm a youth services clerk at the Farmington Public Library. Today I will be reading you some stories by Peter H. Reynolds. The first is called The Dot. Art class was over, but Vashiti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Vashiti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. "Ah, a polar bear snowstorm," she said. "Very funny," said Vashiti. "I just can't draw." Her teacher smiled. "Just make a mark and see where it takes you." Vashiti grabbed the marker and gave the paper a good, strong jab. "There!" Her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. She pushed the paper towards Vashiti and quietly said, "Now, sign it." Vashiti thought for a moment. "Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name." The next week, when Vashiti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot she had drawn. Her dot, all framed in swirly gold. "I can make a better dot than that." She opened her never-before-used set of watercolors and set to work. Vashiti painted and painted, a yellow dot, a green dot, a red dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with yellow. She discovered that she could make a green dot. Vashiti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. "If I can make little dots, I can make big dots too." Vashiti slashed her colors with a bigger brush on a bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashiti even made a dot by not painting a dot. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashiti's many dots made quite a splash. Vashiti noticed the little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really good artist. I wish I could draw," he said. "I bet you can," said Vashiti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler." Vashiti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashiti stared at the boy's squiggle, and then she said, "Please, sign it." The end. That was The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. Next I'll be reading Sky Color by Peter H. Reynolds. Marisol was an artist. She loved to draw and paint, and she even had her very own art gallery. Not all her art hung in a gallery. Much of it she shared with the world. She painted posters to share ideas she believed in. At school, Marisol was famous for her creative clothes, her box of art supplies, and her belief that everyone was an artist. Yes, Marisol was an artist through and through. So when her teacher told the class they were going to paint a mural for the library, Marisol couldn't wait to begin. The classroom buzzed with the sound of brainstorming. The students talked and sketched. Together they made a great big drawing. Then they marched to the library. "I'll paint a fish." "I'll paint one too." "I'll paint the ocean." Marisol shouted, "I'll paint the sky." Marisol rummaged through the box of paint, but could not find any blue. "How am I going to paint the sky without blue paint?" The bell rang. It was time to put their brushes down for the day. As she climbed aboard the bus, Marisol kept wandering. All the way home, she stared outside the window. The sun lowered closer to the horizon. Later, at home, Marisol watched the day turn into night. That night, Marisol settled down into a deep dream. She drifted through the sky, swirling with colors. The colors mixed, making too many to count. In the morning, Marisol stood waiting for the bus in the rain. The sky was not blue. She smiled. At school, Marisol raced to the library. She grabbed a dish and began adding colors. This one, that one, she swirled the brush to make an altogether new color. Marisol then began painting on the wall. A boy asked, "What color is that?" "That?" Marisol said. "That is sky color." The end. That was Sky Color by Peter H. Reynolds. Next I'll be reading Ish by Peter H. Reynolds. Raymond loved to draw. Anytime, anything, anywhere. One day, Raymond was drawing a vase of flowers. His brother Leon leaned over his shoulder. Leon burst out laughing. "What is that?" he asked. Raymond just could not answer. He just crumpled up the drawing and threw it across the room. Leon's laughter haunted Raymond. He kept trying to make his drawings look right, but they never did. After many months and many crumpled sheets of paper, Raymond put his pencil down. "I'm done." Marisol, his sister, was watching him. "What do you want?" he snapped. "I was watching you draw," she said. Raymond sneered. "I'm not drawing. Go away." Marisol ran away, but not before picking up a crumpled sheet of paper. "Hey, come back here with that!" Raymond raced after Marisol up the hall and into her room. He was about to yell, but fell silent when he saw his sister's walls. He stared at the crumpled gallery. "This is one of my favorites," Marisol said, pointing. "That was supposed to be a vase of flowers," Raymond said. "But it doesn't look like one." "Well, it looks vase-ish," she exclaimed. "Vase-ish?" Raymond looked closer. Then he studied all the drawings on Marisol's walls and began to see them in a whole new way. "They do look ish," he said. Raymond felt light and energized. Thinking ishy allowed his ideas to flow freely. He began to draw what he felt, loose lines, quickly springing out without worry. Raymond once again drew and drew the world around him. Making an ish drawing felt wonderful. He felt his journals, tree-ish, house-ish, boat-ish, afternoon-ish, fish-ish, sun-ish. Raymond realized he could draw ish feelings, too. Peace-ish, silly-ish, excited-ish. His ish art inspired ish writing. He wasn't sure if he was writing poems, but he knew they were poems-ish. Ponder, pond, ponder, dream yonder. Yon yonder, gleam wander. Ramon. One spring morning, Ramon had a wonderful feeling. It was a feeling that even ish words and ish drawings could not capture. He decided not to capture it. Instead, he simply savored it. And Ramon lived ishfully ever after. The end ish. That was Ish by Peter H. Reynolds. Next, I will be reading So Few of Me by Peter H. Reynolds. Leo was a busy lad. No matter how hard he worked, there was always more to do. Maybe making a list would help. Leo's list of things to do grew and grew. So few of me and so much to do, if only there were two of me. Just then there was a knock at the door. Leo opened the door and blinked and rubbed his eyes. It was another him. This new Leo grabbed the list and said, "Two of us will get it done." He was helpful, but found even more to do. A third Leo joined the two. How about four? Four makes a fantastic team, but maybe a fifth would be even better. Still not enough. A sixth came in to help organize the lot. After meeting for hours, they decided they needed a seventh. With 7 Leos, there was 7 times as much work. Leo sighed and said, "We'll need 8 just to catch our breath." The 8 Leos worked furiously. Maybe 9 Leos would get it done? No. Add 1 more to make 10, each one busier than the next. Leo, 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 and Leo paused to review their list. "Back to work!" 9 Leo shouted. "No time to stop, no time to rest." But Leo himself was exhausted. He slipped away to take a nap. Leo woke to 9 other Leos staring at him. What were you doing? They demanded. I was dreaming, Leo said softly. Dreaming was not on the list, they warned. Leo smiled, still savoring his dream. The Leos disappeared one by one. Leo wondered, what if I did less, but did my best? Then one Leo is all I need. Just me, just one, with time to dream. That was So Few of Me by Peter H. Reynolds. Next I'll be reading Rose's Garden by Peter H. Reynolds. Rose was a dreamer, an adventurer. She explored the world in her fantastic teapot. Rose collected seeds from each place she visited to remember it by. The teapot became heavy and brimmed with seeds. It's time to plant my garden. There in the distance was a big, bustling city by the sea. Welcome, friend. Sail up river, it's lovely there, the harbor master called down to Rose. Thank you. I think I'll explore the city first, said Rose. She soon found herself in the busiest part of the city, and there she spotted a dusty, forgotten stretch of earth. Rose pondered. This little patch needs some color. Rose began preparing the soil, imagining what a different, colorful place this could be. When she went to gather her seeds from the teapot, she noticed a flock of birds flying away from it. The birds seemed full and happy. Oh no! Rose slipped into the teapot and carefully gathered the few remaining seeds. She tucked them inside her pocket, then hurried from the dock. Rose planted her seeds and waited patiently. But nothing seemed to happen. The rains of spring made the soil too wet. The heat of summer made the ground too dry. The chill of autumn came too early. She waited through the snowy winter. The snow melted, the ground warmed. Still, Rose waited, determined that her seeds would awaken. Word spread of Rose's face in her garden. One warm spring day, a girl approached Rose with a gift. It was a paper flower. I made it myself for your garden, the girl said, beaming. Thank you, said Rose. The next day a boy approached with his own handcrafted flower. Rose was delighted. This will be great company when my own flowers bloom. Day after day more children came to visit, each with a paper flower. Each told a story about coming to the city, having journeyed from all over the world, like seeds carried on a breeze. Before long, the garden was filled with color, glorious color. Thousands of flowers, each one made of paper. Rose marveled. As she waited among them, she heard a sound, a buzzing. She noticed a bee gently landed on one of the flowers. She peered closer. This flower is not made of paper. She breathed in its sweet perfume. And then she noticed another real flower, and another, and another. Each flower, real of paper, had appeared around her, because Rose believed her faith had gathered a garden in the stories of a city. Rose realized that with her travels were over. She was home. Home in this amazing garden, this splash of color in the middle of a great city, surrounded by stories and flowers. Here in Rose's garden, everyone's garden. The end. That was Rose's Garden by Peter H. Reynolds. Next I'll be reading Happy Dreamer by Peter H. Reynolds. I am a happy dreamer. I'm really good at dreaming. Daydreams, big dreams, little dreams, creative dreams. Dreamer Maximus. Sometimes the world tells me, sit still, be quiet, pay attention, focus. But my dreams have a mind of their own. Sometimes my mind just takes flight. I hear a beat and I gotta move. Then I hear another and another. Wish you could hear inside my head. Trumpety, zigzaggy, jazz. Sometimes I'm a quiet dreamer. When I make time to stay and still and hear myself think, to let go and see what takes shape. Do you see that? Sometimes I'm a swing high dreamer, way up high beyond the clouds. So high I can touch the sky. I can also be a loud dreamer. Hello, world! I'm a shouter at the top of my lungs dreamer. Even if I'm just a loud inside my head dreamer. Sometimes I'm a colorful dreamer, painting my own path full of surprises at every turn. I can dream even when the lights are out, all circuits on, fireworks I light up. I'm all ears, eyes, heart, and mind. I have so many dreams it can get messy. Creative chaos. Cleaning up hides my treasures. If you make me, I will put my things away, but then there is less of me to show. These are the moments I feel alone, boxed in. And yet I always find a way back, plunging into amazing, delightful, happy dreams. I'm really good at being me, a dreamer, surprising, caring, funny, gentle, smart, and when I tumble back to earth, I know I'm okay. Dreamers have a way of bouncing back and moving forward. There are so many ways to be a happy dreamer. What kind of dreamer are you? But the best way to be a happy dreamer? Just be you. Which is why this book is dedicated to you. Yes, you. The end. That was Happy Dreamer by Peter H. Reynolds. Today I've read The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds, Sky Color by Peter H. Reynolds, Ish by Peter H. Reynolds, So Few With Me by Peter H. Reynolds, Rose's Garden by Peter H. Reynolds, and Happy Dreamer by Peter H. Reynolds. You can find all of these books at the Farmington Public Library with our catalog online at infoway.org.
This has been Cuentos Hahne and Tales, presented by the Farmington Public Library and KSJE 90.9 FM.